Polynomials, word problems. So now we're going to take multiplying polynomials and adding subtract polynomials and put them together kind of in real life applications this time around. So here we go. Solve the following word problems using your knowledge of adding, subtracting, and multiplying polynomials. Perimeter is the distance around a polygon. And we add all the sides. Area is the length times the width, or length times width, okay? And then all four sides of a square are equal. So that's just a little quick reminder right there. I kind of want to go over that. So we have to write it on every single problem. So now we're going to go down to our examples. And example 1 has 2 parts. I'm going to break it up for y'all. The length of a rectangular flag is 4x plus 6 feet, and its width is 4x minus 6 feet. Find the perimeter. So the first thing we're looking for here is the perimeter, and that is the distance around. So I'm going to label all of my sides and combine my like terms from there, because there's no sense in rewriting them and writing them to where it's a little harder to read. So I have 4x has the same last name as 4x, and as 4x, okay? 4x plus 4x is 8x, plus 4x plus 4x is 8x, for a total of 16x. Then I'm going to square all the other like terms. Negative 6 plus 6 is 0, minus 6, and plus 6 is actually 0. They all end up canceling out. So my perimeter is 16x feet. Don't forget those units right there. The next one has the same flag, but wants you to find the area. And area is the length times the width. So here's where the multiplying comes in for it. And I generally use the box and just do box method with it, because hey, there's a nice box already drawn there for me. Why not is kind of the way I look at it. Of course, you can also do double distribute if you so choose. But since it's already kind of set up for me, I tend to do it like this. So now I'm going to get a different color to fill that out. 4x times 4x is 16x squared. 6 times 4x is 24x. Be sure you put your signs down there, your positives or your negatives. 4x times negative 6 is negative 24x. And 6 times negative 6 is negative 36. We combine those two middle like terms, we add them together. So we have negative 24 plus 24, or 24 minus 24 is actually 0. So our area is 16x squared minus 36 feet squared. Feet squared, or square feet, okay? However you want to say it. Those of you that prefer double distributing, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go ahead and work this one for you guys so that you can see the work on both methods. I want to make sure that y'all have that understanding. So 4x times 4x is 16x squared. 4x times negative 6 is negative 24x. Then we go to our next one, and we have 6 times 4x is 24x, positive, and then 6 times negative 6 is negative 36. Same last name, you put those together, they cancel out, and so you have 16x squared minus 36 left. So now let's go down to the next one, and it's the same basic concept. Just want to see how you will be tested on it, how it looks in a real life scenario. So let's go over here, and our first one is the length of a square flower garden is 6x minus 2 meters. Find the perimeter. So the perimeter is a distance around, but it only gives us 1 because it's a square. And what do we know about a square? Is that all 4 sides are equal. Okay. So we are going to combine all of these together to get the correct answer. So I have 6x. 6x, they all have the same last name, 6x and 6x. So that is 24x. Then you have negative 2, minus 2 is negative 4, minus 2 is negative 6, minus 2 is negative 8, meters. So that is 24x minus 8 meters for the perimeter. Then we are going to do the area, and the area is the length times the width. So since there's a square here, I'm just going to go on ahead and do box method because it's already set up for me, so why not? Kind of explains exactly what it is. You're kind of finding, quote unquote, the area of each square. So 6x times 6x is 36x squared. Then you have negative 2 times 6x for negative 12x. Then right here you have 6x times negative 2 for another negative 12x. And then for this square, you have negative 2 times negative 2 for a positive 4. You're going to combine those middle like terms right there. If I owe one person $12 and I owe someone else $12, I owe $24. It gets a bigger number. So your answer would be 36x squared minus 24x plus 4, and that is meters squared, or square meters, however you prefer saying it, because it's an area, it's a squared unit. Oops, I took out number 3, so here is number 4. A couple of typos on here. The lengths of the sides of a triangle are 2x minus 1, 4x minus 3, and 5x plus 2. Express the perimeter of the triangle in terms of x. So let's do our triangle right here. I've always got to draw it, and I'm going to label my 3 sides. It doesn't matter which one you label. It's not to scale. And what do I know about perimeter? You add all the sides. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to say 2x has the same last name as 4x and the same last name as 5x. So I'll put them in the same shape and combine it. 2 plus 4 is 6. Plus 5 is 11x. Oh, still have a couple answer options. So then I'm going to go to my other one. I'm going to square all of these same last names. Negative 1 minus 3 is negative 4. Plus 2 is negative 2. So my answer would be C. When I combine all these together, I get 11x minus 2. Now, number 5. The perimeter of a rectangle is 6x plus 12. If the length is x plus 3, what is the width? So this is a completely different setup. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to draw my rectangle to try and picture it. And on this rectangle, I know that the perimeter, so the distance all the way around is 6x plus 12. And I know that the length is x plus 3. So I'm actually looking for 2 of the widths, okay? So I need to find 2 missing pieces. What are those 2? So just like we did with the triangle on the original notes on 5.1, we're going to add these 2 up. We're going to combine these 2 to find out what 2 of the lengths would equal, and that is 2x plus 3 is plus 6. So now I'm going to subtract that from the perimeter, and you do have to put it in parentheses because it goes together. It is a whole thing. When I do that, you have to distribute this negative to everything behind it. So negative 1 times positive 2 becomes a negative. Positive 6 becomes a negative 6. You combine your like terms. 6x minus 2x is 4x, and I just clearly did that wrong. Let's see what I did there. Okay, well, I know, it seems like I did it right. So let's go back. Then I'm going to do 12 minus 6 is 6. Okay, that's not one of my answers. So let's look. But that's what's left. Oh, wait a second. I have 2 things that I need to do. So this needs to be cut in half. So half of 4 is 2x. Half of 6 is 3. So each of these sides would be 2x plus 3. Totally different problem, but thank goodness the answer is there, guys. So it is a little bit tough. You don't see that answer as you're eliminating it on this problem, and it is a bit more work, but you only have one of them, so we can work through that. That is a pretty high-level problem on this. Number 6, our last one. A rectangular playground measures y plus 2 on one side and y minus 4 on the other side. What is the area of the playground? So the first thing I do, as always, is draw my picture. And I have y plus 2. Oh, well, I'm finding area, which is length times width, so I'm just going to do box method. Then I have y minus 4, and I'm going to go solve these problems. Y times y is y squared. 2 times y is 2y. Y times negative 4 is negative 4y. And 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. Put those together. 2 minus 4 is negative 2y. So my answer would be y squared minus 2y minus 8. Letter A.